So I watched Violet Evergarden the movie, and I've got some tea to spill in this quickie. No spoilers, of course. I'll sum it up quickly. Violet Evergarden the movie was a phenomenal finale for a phenomenal series. It built upon the foundations of each and every episode with grace, tying everything together in a neat little bow. And somehow it accomplishes this even though the film is also pulling out all the stops to steal your heart without mercy. If you thought the original series was a tearjerker, this film might be a waterworks factory for those that are most invested in Violet Evergarden. There are numerous callbacks to previous episodes that are a treat to behold, interspersed with just enough screen time for its supporting cast to round out the film. Some of the imagery is nothing short of stellar. Kyoto Animation maintained the quality of the original series to a T to keep the experience coherent with the rest of its content. In other words, the signature character animation and gorgeous imagery of Violet Evergarden and the studio as a whole is as great as always. This also helps because it incorporates past scenes for flashbacks in this film, and the quality is identical. It also holds a special place of significance given its release after the arson attacks in 2019. This film truly is a tribute to the legacy of those who poured their heart and soul into creating animation that left an impact and a signal that the future is bright. What also makes this film special is that the film refocuses its efforts on Violet as a character. Now a famous auto-memory doll, she has helped countless individuals write letters that bring out their true feelings, and her impact resonates across the movie. This time, however, Violet's personal circumstances take center stage as her character arc comes full circle. There's still a side story that hits hard, but this is ultimately a finale to wrap up Violet Evergarden as we know it. If I had to levy any criticism at the film, it's that it occasionally feels like a few episodes of a TV series were stitched together as a story rather than standing on its own. It's perfectly coherent, but it does feel a bit slow at the beginning, but by the end, the payoff of its narrative renders those concerns mute. Story details were light here because the premise does have some spoilers, especially if you haven't watched the original series, so if you want the most out of Violet Evergarden the movie, you need to watch the TV series on Netflix first. Watching the movie first will undercut the most important developments with great consequence here. This is coming from someone who rewatched everything in the 3 days leading up to release like a masochist, and it was totally worth it. But seriously, I'm so thankful for Violet Evergarden the movie. I definitely cried a lot, but the film also made my heart hurt, almost like someone thrust their fist into my chest to wring it out of my body. Fun fact though, this is the first film I've seen in a movie theater since February of last year when I went to see Sonic the Hedgehog. And there truly isn't anything like watching it on a big screen for the peak audiovisual experience. In this regard, my deepest praise goes to True for her wonderful singing voice, and she contributes a new theme called Will to this movie, and it really encapsulates the spirit of Violet Evergarden just like her previous songs. My favorite cinematic experience was A Silent Voice, and I dare say Violet Evergarden the movie is a runner-up for that spot for me. However, despite movie theaters implementing mask requirements and social distancing measures, if you do not feel comfortable heading to the movie theater, I would definitely advise you wait for this film's inevitable release for streaming, presumably on Netflix. Let me make it clear though, this is an essential watch for all Violet Evergarden fans and potentially anime fans. Few series get the love that Violet Evergarden does, let alone with a team as talented as those at Kyoto Animation. You don't need to take my word for it. The anime speaks for itself. If I had to give this movie a rating, it would be a 9.5 out of 10. It's that great. And yes, I use half ratings, don't at me in the comments. Thanks for watching this quickie. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this from me. And in the meantime, I'm going to go see an eye doctor because I think watching Violet Evergarden might have drained my tear glands permanently. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next video. Sincerely, Sakamui.